The tribulations of a Khan couple living in China. Dunya and Adnan Filali. The names do not ring any bell, but you will soon discover, with supporting evidence, how this Moroccan couple, currently living in Shenzhen in China, dabbled in pornography and tax evasion, ending up ranting about Moroccan institutions. It all started in Morocco, when Dunya decided to publish a book of jokes with the help of a Moroccan publishing company called Never Stop Inc. This company no longer exists, but after a thorough research, it has come to our attention that the company is owned by no other than Dunya Filali's husband, who's also known for his rantings on his YouTube channel called Nihao TV. They may not know it yet, but the two have caught the attention of their former Moroccan clients who still remember how the couple ripped them off, seeking compensation even if this implies going to court or to the relevant administrations, including the tax office. But before going any further, let's take a look into Adnan's outstanding CV. The so-called artist, also known as Lord Adean, posing as a paragon of virtue in open conflict with dictatorial regimes. Born in 1980, Adnan Filali is a former student of Lycée Descartes, a private high school in Rabat, following the French educational system reserved exclusively for a certain Moroccan elite that doesn't have to watch the pennies. His father, Mohamed Filali, is a former cartoonist at the Moroccan newspaper L'Opinion, who conveniently managed inserting himself as a tabloid pioneer, dreaming of becoming a media mogul, such as Rupert Murdoch. Between 1980 and 1990, he founded a publishing company distributing a dozen of sensationalist and voyeuristic tabloids that discerning customers have labeled as gutter press. Everybody remembers his controversial weekly newspapers, namely Al-Siyasi, Al-Muwatin Siyasi, Al-Khabar, or his tabloid Al-Usbu' Al-Dahik that turned the reader's attention from serious democratic opposition newspapers. This took place with the blessing of the former Minister of Interior, Idriss al-Basri, who provided Mohamed Filali with all the necessary financial support that allowed him to purchase a beautiful villa in the expensive neighborhood of Hayriyad in Rabat, where Adnan spent much of his youth in total recklessness before changing his stripes, fancying himself as the new Che Guevara. Still, according to some former journalists, the professional background of the self-taught Mohamed Filali from Essaouira remains unclear. Some claim that he made a fortune by blackmailing, defaming and exposing the private lives of several public figures in his tabloids. A scavenger's attitude that Adnan seems to have inherited from his father, the schemer stoically flaunts an interesting profile on LinkedIn. With an academic background of 19 years at the University of Harvard, knowing that the so-called genius hasn't even graduated from high school. He also proclaimed himself CEO of his own company that he's been running since his birth. Lies and schemes that will take Adnan Filali to dark places. The firm Never Stop Inc., founded in 2009 and liquidated in 2016, has not declared a penny as income on its taxes. The company's services included street marketing, publishing and entertainment with its subsidiaries that mainly relied on social media between 2013 and 2016 and that were never entered in the trade register. The subsidiaries included Extreme Impact, specializing in flyers, printing and distribution, Never Stop Edition, which published the childish book of jokes of the talented Dunya Filali, Artsoft, specializing in websites and mobile apps creation, the production company Never Stop Production, and last but not least, Event Now, specializing in event and wedding planning.
Une soirée gratis gay. Le thème de ce soir, c'est le bien-être, dont l'OE, centre de massage thérapeutique à l'ACDEM. et la star Gelota qui va vous faire découvrir ces titres inédits. Straight, no other bitches. Tupac back, screaming that Tupac back. All eyes on me. Better picture me. محال واش نكذب وبغيتها.
يحارب الفساد والمفسدين.
Contre la corruption. Oh, beautiful!
The company's clients included more than 16 well-known firms such as Burger King, Quick, Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Renault, or Volkswagen. They all relied on Adnan Filali for their street marketing campaigns.
Nous remercions les sociétés présentes avec nous ce soir, dont Maroc Limousine, Semas, la petite maison de couture, South Strip, Azim Traiteur, Armada Tower.
Adnan managed to do all of this with a company that has a capital of only 10,000 dirhams as shown in the detailed financial report of Never Stop Inc. Only once did Adnan Filali report a deficit, and that was during the year of his company's liquidation. But at no time did he pay his taxes nor did he register his employees to the Social Security Office. Worse, these subsidiaries don't even have a tax ID that must appear on every invoice. The professional schemer who clearly earned his money off the books to avoid any bills even went further in his tax fraud. Thinking bigger. The couple started selling products imported from Asia online. A lucrative business that finally revealed Bonnie and Clyde's true faces. The two created multiple Facebook pages such as Sukbook, Shahrazad or Lux Replica that offered to sell counterfeit goods, including fake mobile phones, various sex gadgets and dolls with a price range varying from 30 to 13,000 euros to meet customers' needs. The couple used fake accounts to promote their fake products through videos or posts with pornographic content in order to direct their users to their e-commerce website.
فوالا دونك لافيشاج بحال لوريجينال تماما. هذا ماشي بحال اللي كيبيعوه عوازه ولا شي بعد تيبيعوه على اساس لوريجينال.
The fraud lasted for months, and many customers expressed their disappointment, but their complaints remained unheard of. In 2016, more than 1,500 dissatisfied customers gathered on a Facebook group called Attention à la page Sukbook to expose the couple's fraudulent acts. Members of the group decided to take legal action against the sellers, but they failed to find their identities. Today, the sellers have been identified, and they're no other but Adnan and Dunya Filali, currently living in China and who left behind them a number of conned clients that are waiting for their possible return to Morocco to proceed in their legal action. How did the Filalis react to these complaints that keep piling up? Will they try to find a compromise as shown by the recent deletion of this Facebook group? Or will they keep ignoring the customers' complaints? What happened to their business after they left Morocco? What's the real reason behind their departure for China in 2017? Questions we will answer in our next video, with supporting evidence, promising shocking revelations. Stay tuned for more tribulations of the Filalis who are looking to make a fortune just like Mohammed Filali by ranting on YouTube.